like you said, we had a good year here last year. I think we won like 70% of the races here. So, I don't know, it's like coming here, it reminds me of Eagle a lot. I mean, we do really good there, so it was a hell of a race for the fans tonight. I mean, me and Drew can put on a hell of a race, and just looking forward to coming back for the next 4 shows here. I mean, at the beginning of the day, we were watching the track and we figured it was going to be dry slick, and in hot laps it was pretty decent, and then in the heat race we tightened the car up a whole bunch and won it by probably 5 car lengths, they said. So I thought we were pretty decent in the dash. We switched up a couple things, tried a couple different things, and ended up second. Tyler got us on the start because he was up to the moisture and had a better start than I did. So I don't think not winning that didn't hurt us. Probably getting second, that helped us a lot, because the way he beat me in that dash is the way I beat him in that feature. I just had the moisture to take off on the start. So night was perfect. I couldn't ask for anything less. I need to thank Home Pride Company, Certified Transmission, Linco Overhead Doors, the Oil Medics, Moss Racing Engines, Eagle Chassis, Speedway AFCO Shocks, just all my little support sponsors that help me with all the other little things that get us going down the road.
It started off real well. You know, we drew a decent hill. I think we started 5th in the heat race, and we had Terry and Matt and Dad. They had the car working great. I was kind of riding around 3rd place there once I got into position. And I was riding around, and I think CJ Johnson and I forget who the leader was at the time, but just kind of biding my time, and it came down. I think we took the white, and it was go time. And, you know, I was going to get my butt chewed if I didn't try and do something after following them guys for 8 laps. So we slid both of them, and we got the win in the heat race, and that put us in a great position. We had the second. We should have been 1st or 2nd in points after that, and we had the 2nd fastest time, so we got to start 2nd in the dash next to Jack. And you know, I got to start 2nd, and they reworked the track during intermission, so it had a lot of moisture on the top. So we drove it in there real hard on the top, and he tried to slide me a couple times, but once we got cleared, we just kind of settled in and won that. You know, got the 250 bonus for winning the dash, and then got started on the pole of the A, so that's the first this year. And we're making progress every night, and I really thought we were the car to beat tonight. I was really confident. Started on the pole, you know, tickled to death to run 2nd, but I'm kind of disappointed that we didn't get the win. You know, I mentioned that during the intermission. I thought maybe I should have just sandbagged and ran 2nd, and then I would have got started on the top. But I got such a good start off the pole. I got right to the top. You know, I got where I wanted to go, and you know, it just. I got slid, and then after he cleared me, you know, he took off. I knew he was really good at the beginning, and I thought for sure, you know, once the rubber came in, he'd come back to me, and we did, and you know, we got another shot at him, and you know, I think we found the rubber first in 1 and 2, and I got a run, made a move. You know, I knew I was only going to get 1 shot because, you know, when you're racing against a guy that's that good, you know, he doesn't make two mistakes 2 laps in a row. So you take your shot when you get it, and got a run, went for the slider in 3 and 4. It didn't stick, and I think he crossed over. I think what happened is maybe he found the rubber coming off of 4, because the very next lap he moved down, and then after that, I mean, the race was over. It was settling around 2nd, and provided that he didn't make another mistake with a lap car. And Jack don't make many mistakes, so it's. I'm disappointed to run 2nd, but yet I'm happy. You know, we're that close. I know we're there, but you know, we'll just. We'll get ready next week. Well, this is my old car. The plan was to take this motor out after tonight and send it off, so we can hopefully have it refreshing for the 360 Nationals. So we'll be down to 1 motor, and so I'm going to go to another car that's a completely different setup, different length. You know, this one's a raised rail, the other one's not. So just some minor differences, and they react a little different. So. Basically, what we learned tonight is going to be scratched, and we're going to have to come back with another car and figure out another setup the next time we come back. But yeah, I ran that car before. You know, it's not. We ran it here before. We ran it McCool. We ran it I-80. I mean, it's nothing. It's going to throw us off our game or nothing. You know, but but there is some differences, so it'll be a little bit of a learning curve. Hopefully we'll get it fixed in the hot laps.
You know, it was pretty good. We had a good starting spot in the heat race, started on the pole, and the track was kind of slick to start with, so I knew, you know, just be patient, run your line, run the fence, get up on the cushion, and Danley tried a slide job there coming to the checker flag, and he said it was just too much of a slide job. He had too much momentum, drove back down underneath him, and won the heat race, and then that put us third in the cash dash. Ran fourth in that. We tried some stuff because, I mean, when you're starting second row, you know, in that deal, and you know, when you got jacked over and Tyler Drucke on the front row, it's kind of, all right, let's try some stuff and see if we can get lined up for the feature. And we tried some stuff, and it seemed to work a little bit. We were a little off though. And then, you know, in the feature, I started fourth and basically just told myself, all right, I'm pretty positive that rubber's going to come in. So just bide your time, stay where you're at, and hopefully you can find the rubber quicker than everybody else. We had the wing up, you know, a couple holes or whatever to get more downforce, and I went to slow down there and I hit the brakes, you know, at the checkered flag right after it or whatnot, and the wing fell down. I'm like, well, that ain't very good. Did we forget to do something or what? Because, you know, usually it would have fell down earlier than that, but no, it ended up snapping the wing tree, the rods that go up inside the wing tree right at the hole. So, you know, we had it all ready to go. It just ended up breaking it. The Bickett family for giving me the opportunity. Factory can shocks, awesome shocks, and Simpson Racing Products, Shaker's Gentlemen's Club, especially Road and Racing still, and you know, the crew. These guys, we were changing shocks, we were changing bars. Nate Johansson, Brandon Highshoe, my dad, buddy of mine, Steve from work. You know, without those guys, you know, you can't do this stuff by yourself, and it's good to have people that you trust, and you sit down in that seat and you know that car's 100% ready to go to action. So my motor should be done next week, so we can put my motor in the car, and hopefully we can make a run there. I think Friday's McCool, and then on Saturdays here, and then yeah, Sundays at I-80. But there is some good paying shows up north that we're supposed to go run, so it kind of just depends on the weather. Because I'd like to run Friday at McCool and then take off, go up there, run Hartford, and then run Houston's for 2 nights. So we're kind of up in the air where we're going to be. Kind of depends, you know, it depends on the weather. So we'll see what happens.
Heat race wasn't bad. We started, let's see, we actually drew pretty terrible actually, and drew a 25. I put a 6 in the heat and ended up getting up to 5th. Actually, we got up to 4th, and I slipped back a little bit. But made the A and ended up starting 14th, I believe, and running up to 4th. So all in all, a pretty good night. The track was definitely slick. You know, we just tried to do the best we could to guess at where we knew, and luckily it paid off in the end. It ended up taking rubber right at the end there, and I thought it was probably going to, so I ended up, you know, basically kind of just leaving the car alone, and hopefully the track would come to us, and luckily it did. So it means everything, you know. I know we were fast last week, and unfortunately had a bad incident, but today's a new week, or today's a new day, and I'm happy with our result, and we went forward, so can't complain. Really just Craig Bolts, and then you know, everyone that helps up on the crew, Anthony, Dave, Rich, Mike back at the shop, Toby, you know, everyone. Appreciate everything. So
yeah, it's about 5 hours, but you know, that's no big deal. I was glad to come up here. I'm glad they had us up here. Pretty neat little racetrack. I haven't been here since 2003, and you know, I don't remember much about it, but you know, the facility's nice. I mean, they got a lot of cars. You know, pretty racy track. We started 3rd and ran 2nd. You know, we were fast. We were decently fast. I mean, we probably should have won it, but you know, that's the way it goes. Feature was good. We started 7th. Kind of was searching around. I knew the rubber was going to come in. I just didn't know how quick, and I lost a few spots because I was searching, trying to go across the middle of the racetrack and stuff. But you know, once we got it, we got going pretty good. I need to thank Lee Martin Farms, ASI Racing Engines, J Racing Products, Park Liquor, Speed Graphics, HWYN's Diesel. I mean, there's a lot of them. You know, I appreciate all of them.